So Sherilyn Urban is a multi-instrumentalist. She's teaching Scandinavian fiddle today, but she also plays cello and piano and guitar. At least those are the ones I know about. I don't know if you play any more. I know us multi-instrumentalists tend to collect them like hobbyists, you know. Um, and she plays in a lot of folk and classical groups around Albuquerque. She has a master's in music and teaches at a local Albuquerque high school, and as well as private lessons. And she has had a few roles here with us at the folk festival for 19 years, since 2001. So, without further ado, let's turn it over to Sherilyn.
Okay. Good morning. So this is pretty exciting to be the very first workshop in this link here for the Folk Festival, first virtual one. And I want to say a particular thank you to the Folk Festival board for forging ahead and doing it virtually this year. And partly to our Bill Miller, who's with us, who's our president, which is great. And also, I believe our festival directors were instrumental. That'd be Erica Garrity Liebman and Bill Balassi. And I know Luis is also on the board. So what I'm going to be teaching today is a Scandinavian tune called Hest Schottish. When you see the music, and I hope you had a chance to get online ahead of here and download the music. If you haven't, you can go back to abqfolkfest.org, find the tab that says schedules, and under the down arrow there's a workshop thing. If you click on that, you can click down through everything, and when you find the workshop, it says handout. So you might want to do that now and put it beside you on the screen, or you might just want to get it later.
I will also post the link to it in the chat right now.
Okay, thank you. So Hest Schottish, and it looks like it says Haste Schottish or Hash Schottish or something like that. That's was informed by a Swedish speaker. It's Hest Schottish, and there should be a 2 dots or umlauts over the A. I didn't know how to do that on my computer, and it wasn't on the music I had either, so there you go. Hest means horse, so it's a horse Schottish. Schottish is a type of dance. It's done frequently in Scandinavian music and often at international folk dances also across the world. And it's a dance that, when it's done, it's a step, hop, actually it starts out with 2 steps. Step, 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 hop, step, 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 hop, and then you do a turning step, hop, step, hop, step, hop, step, hop. So I think it's important to have the music mimic that movement or try to enhance that movement when you're playing. So I've taken this piece, and that's what I've tried to focus on, is trying to bring out the qualities of the dance into the music. So I'll play it for you in its entirety to begin with. So that is the tune. So I hope that I'm close enough here to be able to have you see my fingers. So what I want to concentrate on is, I'm sure most of you can get the music and figure out the notes and the dots now or later, but the phrasing and the bowing is what's not in the music, and that's what I want to try and concentrate on. So because of the hop, I think there needs to be a lift in the music, and so I've structured the bowing so that it tries to enhance that kind of movement in it. I'm going to leave out the double stops for now, but it's traditional in Scandinavian music to use a lot of droning notes Partly that's to mimic the Hardinger fiddle, perhaps, but it's also kind of the style of Scandinavian music. It starts on the open D string, and I'm going to scoot this down a little bit so you can see my fingers a little better, I think. There, that looks like it's a little better, yes? So what I like to do on that very first phrase is play the first da da da, the right here lift, so that there's a lift where the little jump is. So try that with me. So it's down, lift, down, onto the same note, the G third finger on your D string. One more time. And then from here I'm going to do a 2-note slur. So it's going to go right there, D, G. And another lift on the same note, D third finger. So from the beginning. Is that clear to everybody? Let's do it one more time, perhaps together. So there's lift the first measure, lift in the second measure. And then in the next measure, starts on an open E, down bow, and then I'm going to take the next 3 notes up bow and 1 bow. So it's C, E, G, spells the C chord, C natural. Okay, so I skipped ahead. Let me go back there. On the E, I tend to use 4th finger on this E. 4 notes up bow, starting up bow, sorry. Up bow on the C, down on the A. So it's a 3 measures. Lift, slur, lift, separate, lift, down, and then lift there too. So that's the 4th. That should be, if you have the music, it's the first line, the first 4 bars. Let's try that again. So I'm spreading the time a little bit to accentuate the lift in the bow there. But I hope you can get that, because I think that's part of what the whole flavor to the song is, to have the lift. So one more time from the beginning, first 4 measures. Lift, slur, lift, down, separate, lift, separate. The second half of the phrase of the A section starts over just like the first part. Again, 2-note slur. But after this lift, you're going to go to your E string, low 2nd finger G. And that's a little bit more on the string until the last 3 notes, which I tend to want to play staccato so that the cadence is, and also, if you can catch your open G string on that note, that's nice. If you've got your fingering, if you've got your fingers so that if you can see this, your 3rd and 1st fingers here are all set up to play those last 3 notes, then you should be able to catch those notes. Again, I think I thought I had this all set up, but I think you need to see my fingers a little bit more. So that would be, I'm keeping track where we're at. That's the whole A section. So let's try that slowly. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So let's just do the second half of it, because I didn't explain the very last of it very well. So starting from the second half of the A, lift, slur, E, and then you play 2 E's. So it's 2 E's, 2 C's, A, and then you have the G chord, G, B, G. So let's try the whole first A there and see if you got it there. So last one. G, E, B, C, C, A, F sharp plus A, G, B. If that helps any. So let me just stop for a second and ask if anybody got questions about the A section, either bowing or fingerings or notes or anything. Has anybody got any questions in there?
If you do have questions, go ahead and chat to me, and I can relay them. That's me, Louis Scuderi.
Do you have any?
Nothing yet.
Okay.
I'll let you know.
Ooh. If not, let's try it maybe just a little. Are you okay with a little faster? Like, bum, 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 bum. What's it say? My chat is disabled. Okay. Did you have a question, Jan? She has a question. Can you turn off your microphone or not? Is everybody turned, their microphones all turned off from the folk festival?
Yeah, microphones are going to be turned off.
Okay. I guess you
I'm
can.
going to work.
You
I'm
can
going
put
to
it on
work.
paper.
I can unmute someone if you, which person had a question?
Jan, E061447.
Ah, okay. That's a different. All right, let's see here. Est unmute.
There, Jan.
Oh, okay. It's not really a question. It's a sort of can you hear me?
Barely, yeah.
It's a statement. This is very Hispanic, like some of the Hispanic folk tunes. So I don't know. That was just my comment. So
Interesting.
yeah, I'll talk to you about it later sometime.
Okay. But now there's lots of cultures that borrow, and there's, I went to this place in Ireland that was called Vikings in Ireland, and obviously the Scandinavians invaded Ireland for lots of things besides just power. So.
I think if anybody has a question, maybe the best way would be to raise your hand, and then I can find you on the list because it's a little hard with all these names. So if you have a question, you want to put something in, just raise your hand. Thank you.
And just, I can't see everybody, so if you do have them, please raise it for Bill, because I can't see them all. Okay, so let's just do that A section one more time. Maybe a tad faster. Yeah, yum, ba, ba, bum, bum. 1, 2, 3, 4. Repeat. Okay, now word about the double stops. So at the beginning, it's easy to just go G and D, and then just break your bowing to D and B and get that chord going. When you go back to the notes on the D string, just pick up your G string again. And on this slur, because it's a part of the G chord, just stay on the G chord. And that's the D, so you stay on the D string there. I tend to not play so much here, but you could, but put it back in there. And there, if you've got you just played your B, if you leave your first finger down, you can catch B and G together. Okay, so there's your A string with some a little bit of, no ornaments yet, but at least a little bit of bottom part. So going on to the B section, that starts on the E string. This is where the 3-note slurs are at. And I try to come out of that with a lift. So down to E. So, and I think there's another slur there. So here, 3-note slur. I like to have a slur here because then it makes that third finger D up bow also for the lift. So we have slur, lift, lift. Now, if you were listening, maybe you caught that the end of the B section is the same as the end of the A section. So really the only thing you have to learn in the B section is the beginning part. So this first part is a C chord. Whoops. And then coming down the scale, F sharp, E, G, B, G, E, G. So there we're outlining a G chord, D, B, G, B, D. So slur, lift, slur, and down again on the D. Then you're going to go up bow on the D, and I usually try to do 3-note slur there again, F sharp, A, E, F sharp, A, C. And a lift before that D. Then this is, no matter what bowing end up there, I always try to start the next phrase again on a down bow on the E, slur. This is like the ending phrase of the A. So there we have it. So it's really hard when I can't hear everybody, but sometimes it helps rather than just running through. Sometimes it helps to have a space and have people, you have a chance to play it back, to hear it yourself if you've got it. So we can try that with the B section. Let me just play a little bit at a time, and you just play it back to me. So it starts on E. I'll give you a space. E. Starting F sharp. Starts on D. Then B. E. G. Was that helpful at all to have a little space there? Yeah, can't see enough bases to know. So let's play through the whole B section one more time here, slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, I'm going to start over. Repeats. And that would be the whole B section. So if we have that, we might be able to put the whole thing together. Anybody who would like to do a certain part of it again before I do that? And some of you might have missed the beginning because you might have come in late. I don't know. I see.
For those of you who weren't here earlier, if you'd have something to say, probably the quickest way to go about it is by doing a Zoom raise your hand, which is a little icon right under the participants list. I should have a little up hand for you that you can raise your hand and we'll see
Right.
it and try to get you.
Reactions down there. Okay, so let's try it from the beginning then. Here we go. So let's do it through twice slow, and then I'll go back, stop, and we can try it faster. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I know not everybody has their picture up here, but if you are on and you're ready to go faster, give me a thumbs up. Can't see that. Don't have too many faces there though. Yes, a little faster. How about yeah, da, 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 da. So if you're doing a 1, 2, 3, hop, 1, 2, 3, hop, that's probably about where you want to try and get it. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm sure that as anytime, like I've been to workshops and stuff like that, there's times you have questions about things, and it's nice to be in a big room with people where you can ask those questions, and not so easy here, I know. But if you want to contact me, you're welcome to get a hold of me. My email, the easiest one to remember probably, is called Mad Robin Cello, MADROBINCELLO @yahoo.com. That is a band I used to be with that had to do with English country dancing. So Mad Robin Cello @yahoo.com. If you'd like to come in and ask me some questions or something, that's fine. And if any of you are interested, I'm just going to throw this out. There's a few of us, in fact, some are on Zoom right now. We have an occasional Scandi jam on Zoom, but we work it so like one person leads and we turn it off so we can talk so everybody can hear each other. So if anybody's really interested in joining us on that, let me know and I'll tell you part of what it's about and see if it's really what would fit for you or not. Okay. So I know we're getting close to time. I got a warning there. Thank you.
Yes.
I want to thank Luis for the sound and the board again. And is there anybody that got questions that they'd like to put up in the chat or anything before we have to close up? Because I guess we're getting to the end of the time here.
And I think, as Louis mentioned, you can raise your hand virtually on the participants menu, and we can unmute you and you can ask a question. Louis is currently in the green room getting ready for our next presenter, Scott Reeder, about the dulcimers. So I thoroughly enjoyed that, and I don't even play violin, so that was great. Anybody have a question? Okay, do you have anything else to add, Sherilyn?
No, just thank you all for coming. Thank you for participating in this as being our first venture and the first one of the morning. I don't think we lost sound or didn't lose video, so that's really good.
I think that was, and I just realized you were speaking to, you were listening to a disembodied voice because I had Sherilyn spotlighted so you couldn't see speaker view. So yes, well, thank you. Round of applause. We'll do the virtual applause.
Yeah, thank you so much.
We thank you. We hope to see you back next year live, and we have okay. Was something going? Okay. Well, thank you. We're going to go to our intermission and get ready for our next presenter. Thank you again, Sherilyn.
Thank you, Bill.
Yay.